All right, guys, as you can see behind me, we're at Walmart. Gonna do a Walmart fishing challenge. Everybody else is doing it, figure might as well. So, I've seen a lot of $100 challenges. I've seen a few $50 challenges, $30, $20, and so on. So I'm gonna kind of do my own version of it, and I'm gonna do the $50 because I think $100. I mean, you should be able to buy whatever you want to for $100 and go catch fish. $50, that's pushing it, but I think you can get a rod, reel, line, hooks, jigs, bobbers. You should be able to get the whole 9 yards for $50 and go out and have some fun and catch some fish. $20, $30. I have seen those challenges, and I know you can do it. I know they got some rod and reel combos for like $10, but I kind of like to do these challenges to where it's something you're actually going to use, enjoy, and maybe able to use for a couple seasons. So we're not going to do like $10 rod and reel setups and stuff like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's what you got, the budget you got, do it. But I just want to show you what you can do for $50 and see if we can be successful. So we're going in with a $50 budget, and we're going to see what we can do. See you soon. So we've made it to Walmart. Well, these are just the rods. I was actually surprised to see not only have they not clearanced anything out yet, they're still getting some stuff in. So they do have some ultralight options. They've got some Ozark Trail, a couple Shakespeare's, and they had a couple Ugly Stick ultralights, but I mean those are like $50 just for the rod. They got a couple Lew's. I've got one of those actually. I really like it, but they're $36. So we're just kind of trying to stay in that all-inclusive $50 range. So I think we're going to come down here and see what they got. But you know what? Before we leave those, I was going to show you guys one thing. Yeah, right here. It's the only one I can find here right now, but they used to have a bunch of them. It's a B&M 410. They're calling it a 410, 4 foot 10 inches, I guess, but set that right next to an Ugly Stick 5 foot. They're real close, so I'm not sure who's off or whatever, but I mean, this pretty close to 5 foot. It's an ultralight. It is got a little bit of noodliness to it, but not real bad. Anyways, it's $10, $9.99, and I own two of them. I can tell you, I've caught a lot of fish on them. I'm not gonna tell you it's the best rod in the whole wide world, but for $10, that's a pretty good rod. But moving on, of course, Abby Garcia. These Lew's right here, combo rod and reel with the line already on it, is $29. And I actually have one of these as well. And it's not bad. I mean, I think it's worth every bit of the $28 you pay. I don't know if it's worth much more than that. The rod is pretty wobbly, and the reel, pretty cheap. I mean, it works. The line stinks. That's the first thing you're going to want to do is peel that line off there. But that being said, I'm not trying to poo-poo it. For $29, it's a very good rod and reel if you're just gonna, if you don't have an ultralight and you're wanting one. And actually, I think that one says light on it, but I've got one. It's fine. But it's not fantastic. So let's move on. Got the Ugly Sticks rod and reel combo for $56. That's actually a pretty good deal, but on the high end, we have a Ozark Trail 5 foot ultralight for $32. That actually doesn't look too bad. We got line already on it. It's a aluminum spool, 2-piece 5 foot rod for $32. So that's looking pretty good. And rod. They do have the Shakespeare microlights in, but your only choices are 4 foot 6 and 7, and nothing in the middle. And I don't really like either one of those rod lengths. I like to, about 5 foot's about the shortest I like to use. I mean, I do have some shorter, but if I had a choice, I'd cut that off at 5 foot, and then 6 foot's about the longest I like to use. So I mean, I normally use a 5/6, but for casting anyway. So looking at everything, I mean, this is all inclusive here for $32. You get the reel, the line, the rod, everything ready to go. Generation 2 IM7 graphite rod, aluminum spool. It's pre-spooled, I don't know what with, but I think we're gonna go that route to try to stay in that $50 budget. So I mean, we may come in well under budget, which is fine. So that's at 32, and obviously for baits, you can't really beat good old Berkley. Hey buddy, what do you know, Zach?
How you been, man?
I'm good, you?
You need more fishing stuff, huh?
Not really, but
I need an associate
yeah.
furniture.
Why not?
Customers waiting. I need an associate with furniture. Customers waiting.
Yeah. Gulp. 1-inch minnow will go with that. And get some little jig heads for $3. So basically at 32, 37, 40, we're at 40 right here. And what do I want to do for bobbers? Don't have a lot of bobbers to choose from. Don't really want to use a slip bobber, although I guess we could. What did I say? 32, 37, 36. So we're basically at 40. 43, 46. So $46, rod, reel, line, bait, 2 bobbers. See how we do. Alright guys, made it out of Walmart. I figured I'd just do a little overview of what we ended up with since it was kind of crowded in there. So we've got a 5 foot Ozark Trail ultralight rod and reel. 5 foot, comes pre-spooled with line. It does not tell you what line it is, but it's rated from anything from 4 to 8. So I would hope that it has 4 or 6. I don't really like 8 on an ultralight, but like I said, it doesn't tell you. So we're gonna have to just deal with whatever it is. And so rod, reel, line from Ozark, all inclusive. That was about $32. And we got 2 bobbers. Could have went cheaper on the bobbers, but they were within the budget, so got a couple fill bobbers, 1 32nd ounce Eagle Claw hooks, and the most important part, the Berkley Gulp 1-inch minnows. Got it all and stayed within a $50 budget. We came in $49.16 after tax, so well within the $50. All right guys, here we are at the lake. We're gonna test out our Walmart fishing gear and see what we can come up with. It's actually 2 days after the fact. Ran short on time when I bought all that stuff, and yeah, so this is just the first opportunity I've had, but we're gonna see if we can find anything. But this isn't bad. There is better line out there for sure, but given you're buying a cheap rod and reel combo and it's already got line on it, I don't think you could really expect better than this. Most of the time when I have had rod and reel combos that come with line on it, usually get to use the first trip and then peeled off and re-spooled, just because usually the line is that bad. This line, I think you can actually use it. I mean, it's not the worst. Haven't even had a nibble yet, which is not good. Usually if there's any bluegill in the area to speak of, they don't take long to find a bait. So we'll give this a couple casts. Oh, there's a, as soon as I said that, what do we got? It's fighting pretty decent. It's fighting like a bluegill. Well, it might be a good sized bluegill. I mean, it's really jerking it around. That might be a catfish. I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing small catfish, actually. It's fooled me at first, but now it's coming to life. And I could stand to tighten the drag up a little bit, but we'll just let him wear out. Yeah, I'd bet money at this point that it's a bigger, or a small catfish. There's no way it's a bluegill, and it's pretty much just fighting like a small catfish. So I'm leaving my guess there. And he is mad. He may have to tighten his drag up just a little bit. No bigger than he is. Never get him in. He is pretty erratic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll get surprised. I mean, I don't think there's much weight behind him. I can feel that. Maybe he's getting a little tired of it now. I don't want to horse him in because I don't think this is going to be a fish of a lifetime or anything, but I'd like to at least see him. I can't just let him take the whole spool though. So as you guys can probably hear, the drag, it's got a smooth drag on it. Rod's fighting him pretty well. He doesn't want to show his face yet. Haven't quite seen him. I'm still guessing catfish. I may end up getting a surprise on size. I don't think he's, I'm gonna guess, I don't know, 3 pounds max, and I doubt he's that big. But we hadn't been fishing 5 or 10 minutes, so it is a catfish. Couldn't tell how big, I just saw his tail. And it's not super small, he's not a dinker. About pan size if we were keeping anything. Still, he hasn't given me much of a glimpse to judge how big he is. Probably gonna end up having to take him over to the boat ramp. It's kind of ironic, first fish with this Ozark ultralight. And I'm still thinking the catfish, and yeah, it is. The first fish we caught with the Ozark Trail ultralight grizz stick was a catfish. So there's some kind of, a couple pounds, 2.5 pounds. He might go 3. Some kind of weird mojo going on with these Ozark. I'll have to go down to the boat ramp to get him in, I think. If you don't get me wrapped up in one of these poles, which he damn well might. He's wanting to. Come on, that was a mistake what I just did there. I gotta get him out of there. Yeah, some kind of weird catfish luck going on with the Ozark trails. All right. There he is. So we'll go ahead and get him in and get a better look at him. Have to give him more line than that. Yeah, I'd say he's a little over 2. Alright, big guy. Okay, I don't want to drop you. Well, you made me do it. Maybe that'll settle you down. Come here. Alright. So there you have it. Nice little channel cat. Yeah, he's pretty skinny actually, so I'm guessing he's between 2 and 3, but shy of 3. There you go. There's a pelican right there. Look at there. Got him a fish. There's a few of them out there, but that one's close. Pretty much where I was trying to land there, so. And I think, yep, we got a little, there we go, we got one. Okay, so this is definitely going to be some kind of bluegill. No, he's not bad. Yeah, he's not bad at all. I didn't bring my basket. I don't really need any fish anyways to take home. Okay guys, camera cut out there for some reason, but there's that bluegill. I don't know what he is, maybe 5 to 6 inches. Not great big, but decent size. Probably more towards 5. This lake is probably about 2 feet below normal pool. So, oh hell, had a fish. I thought we were just sitting on the bottom. Feels like another bluegill. You guys can see that rod tip. I mean, that's not just laying over. I mean, these aren't king size bluegill either. Especially that little guy, just a little one. But if nothing else, I mean, we've not been out here very long, and we've proved that you don't need much to go catch fish. Go get you a cheap rod and reel, a couple bobbers, a bait of your choice. I'm not saying there's others that won't work, but I'll tell you what, at Walmart, you're going to be hard pressed to beat the, there's a bite already. Got him. You're gonna be hard pressed to beat the Gulp minnow. This might be a halfway better one. He's fighting like he is, and boy, he's got some energy. I don't think he's any better, but he thinks he is. Oh, I think he's smaller. Calm it down, sir. Calm it down. There you go. see if we get any nibbles out there, because we had one when I cast out there on accident, so. Pelicans are getting closer. It's funny, I'm sure I didn't get that on camera, but when they go to catch a fish, they just get it and then they lift their head right up and swallow it all at once. This guy must have spotted one. He's looking. I think he's gonna grab one soon. Yep. Right down the hatch. He's probably doing better than we are. I'm either snagged up, it's just another small bite, or it may have just been slightly snagged on a piece of moss or something, but yeah, there we got whatever it is. Feels like another bluegill. It might be an okay one. He feels like he's got a little weight on him. Not huge, but definitely if you were keeping, he'd go in the basket. Nice and fat. Tore my minnow off, so gotta get another minnow on. Ooh. Oh, this might be another catfish. It might just be a feisty bluegill. I think it is. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what we got on here, honestly. I think it's too big to be a bluegill, but I don't know how to describe it other than he just doesn't feel like a catfish, but maybe it is. Maybe just a fiddler. I think it is just a little tiny, yeah, it is. It's just a little bitty catfish. So I think we're at 3 bluegill, 2 catfish. And honestly, if I was just trying to put a fish fry together, this one would make the pan too, so we're not doing bad. I know a lot of you guys will laugh at that, but I'm not a great big fan of gamey tasting catfish, and the smaller they are, the better they taste, so I would take this home and clean it and not feel bad at all. You're in too much water. You're not gonna want to let me get you off, are you? Come here. Come on. There we go. All right. Catfish number 2. I don't know if he'd quite make the pound mark, but he'd make a couple sandwiches, no doubt. May have to go deeper than that is. Boy, he got it in there. Let's see if I don't know if I remembered my pliers or not. I know that wasn't in the Walmart budget, but Surely we all have a pair of pliers at home that we could just grab. Come on, here we go. Yeah, you can have them. Well, I'd like to get a bag. Still good. And I only have one pack, and really, it's not good for you. Give it. Come on, give it back to me. There we go. Got it. Okay. All right. Got him unhooked. And he's talking to us. Not bad. Fish on. Another bluegill. That's a pretty one. Yeah, I started to say that. Less color than I thought. But another one that would make the pan if we wanted him to. So kind of lost track. We're at 4 or 5 bluegill, 2 catfish. There he goes. Getting their bellies full. Look at them. Gorging. Yeah, they definitely swam through. Still going. Found a bunch of shad. It's like an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet for them right now. Yeah, I thought so. Bobber just wasn't acting right and was too afraid to really give it too much because I figured I'd just set it into a log or something. But it was a fish. I think it's safe to assume it wasn't very big. They drew a crowd. Fish was right there. I got that last one, I think. That was a little bit on the smaller side. Oh shit, dang. Whatever that is, he's definitely aggressive. He hit so dang hard, I felt him thump it through the bobber and everything. I don't know what we've got. It feels like another bluegill, but man, he nailed it. Yeah, it is just another bluegill. Yeah, buddy, he is rough looking too. That is not a pretty one. He's got, I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but he's kind of beat up on the bottom. But he would make the frying pan nonetheless. I mean, none of these are monsters by any means, but you know, it's fun to catch them, and they would be good eating. That is probably the hardest I've had a bluegill actually bite. I mean, I've had crappie do that where you can actually feel that thump through the bobber, but I don't recall ever having a bluegill do that. Something's out here starting to eat my legs up, so another fish. Feels like a good one too. my legs up. It's what? Oh my God! It's a turtle. Now that is a first for me. I have never ever had that happen, ever. I have never caught a turtle on a bobber of any kind. A minnow, nightcrawler, nothing. Oh, well, it's in his. I don't know if he was going after it or not. Yeah, I'd say he was. It's pretty well in his mouth. But that is a first. Never have I ever. Now let's see if I can get it out of there without getting bit. Maybe we'll use the old pliers. Sorry about that. God damn, something is just eating me alive. I gotta get that out of you, my friend. There. He wasn't really even hooked all that well. Yeah. First time for everything. That was my first turtle on a bobber, so we will set him right there, and I bet he won't waste much time getting out of here. Maybe he will. We're gonna continue. Must be in shock. Still sitting there. Yeah, I mean, I've caught turtles, you know, on minnows and stuff, sitting on the bottom. There he goes. Caught them on trot lines, bank poles. I have never caught one on a bobber. And I've definitely never caught one on a artificial lure of any sort. So, 2 firsts in 1. First turtle on a bobber, first turtle on an artificial bait. So, that is crazy. I almost can't even believe it happened. Yeah, now I'm snagged. Crap. That means I gotta go all the way down there, which I'm going to because I don't want to lose it. Well, guys, in review, pretty satisfied with the $50 Walmart budget stuff. No complaints about the rod and reel. Obviously, Berkley 1-inch Gulp minnows, they work great. The Thill bobbers work great. So mainly just focused on the rod and reel really as far as the review goes. So I have no complaints. The reel seems to be, you know, really nice for what it is. I have no idea what the life expectancy of that reel is going to be. I mean, they had to cut corners somewhere to make it that cheap. The rod seems pretty good. Using a bobber, you don't get much feel for sensitivity, but it does feel like it probably would be sensitive. You know, IM7 carbon and fast action, so I think it'd be all right. If I was going to have a complaint about it or a suggestion, I mean, I'd be over the moon about this for $32 if it was 5'6" or 6 foot. So I guess that would be my only thing that I would say is a drawback, is it is only 5 foot. So anybody that watched it, hope you enjoyed it, and hope you get out and fish and have some fun.